Hi, I'm Sean Gannon, and this is Minute Math. And today we're going to learn about differentiation. We're going to apply the product rule. We're going to differentiate each function with respect to x. So if I was given this function, y equals, parentheses, 5 plus 3x to the negative 2 power, close parentheses, times parentheses, 4x to the fifth, plus 6x to the third, plus 10. So when I want to apply the product rule, I have two parts here. I have one equation and my second equation. I'm going to label them f and g. So f and g. We're multiplying them together. So when I apply the product rule, I have my dy dx here. I have f times g prime. So I'm going to rewrite f here, 5 plus 3, x to the negative 2 power, and times the derivative of g prime, which is 20x to the fourth using the power rule, plus 18x squared, and then derivative, when we apply the power rule to 10, which is 0, that constant right there. Now we have to add, right, the second part, the product rule is right here, g, which is 4x to the fifth power, plus 6x to the third, plus 10, times f prime, which is 5, or sorry, not 5, don't have 5 as part of that derivative there, excuse me. It's the derivative, bringing down the negative 2 times 3, which is negative 6x to the negative 3 power. Okay, so now from here, we need to distribute, right? Distribute each part here, right? So we'll multiply the 5 times the 20, okay? 5 times 20x to the fourth power is 100, x to the fourth, plus 5 times 18x squared. 5 times 18, I believe, is 90. But 5 times 18 is 9, yes. So we have 90x squared, plus now the inside, 3 times 20 is 60, and x to the negative 2 power times x to the fourth power, we add the exponent, that's x squared, plus the last one here, 3x to the negative 2 power times, okay, times 18x squared. What's 18 times 3? Oh, I'm drawing up late. 54, I should have done that. 54, so we have 54 here. And then x to the negative 2 plus x squared, right? We add the exponents when we multiply them, and it's just 0. So we have x to the 0 power, which is 1, so now we just have 54 there. Now we got to multiply this last part here. What's 4 times negative 6, which is a negative 24. X to the, we add the exponent, 5 plus negative 3 is positive 2, plus 6 times negative 6 is a negative 36. Add the exponents, x to the third power plus x, or times x to the negative third power is x to the 0 power, which is just 0, leave it b, plus 10 times negative 6 is a negative 60, x to the negative third power. So now we need to rearrange and put our highest degrees first, okay? So my highest degree here, dy dx here, highest degree I see is the fourth power. So we have 100, x to the fourth power. I'm going to put a dot to show that I added that together. Now we have the next highest power is x squared. So we have 90x squared plus 60x squared plus a negative 24x squared. Okay, so let's see if we can add them together. 60, the way I would look at this is think about, okay, what's 60 and negative 24? And 60 negative 24 minus 20 is 40, 36. So we have 36x squared right here plus 90. So 90 plus 36 is 126. So we have 126x squared, combining these three ones that have an x to the second power together. Then we have to add our constants, 54 plus our negative 36. Add them together, we subtract that. 16 is 4, 36, 40 plus 4, 14 is 18, so we have positive 18 here. Okay, it brings 54 and negative 36 together. And then lastly, we are subtracting, the only last bit here is into a negative power, negative 60 x to the negative third power. And a lot of times we actually don't really write that as x to the negative third power. We keep it in the denominator. So I'm going to write it like this as x to the positive third power. So 60 over x to the positive third power. And there we have our final answer. So let's recap. We're given our one function we need to differentiate as two parts. We can separate it as two functions being f times a g. Since we have that, we can do the product rule. We have f times g prime plus g times f prime. Then from there, we distributed it out and got our 100x to the fourth plus 90x squared plus 60x squared plus 54 plus a negative 24x squared plus a negative 36 plus a negative 60x to the negative third power. I then rearrange and combine my like terms, giving me 100x to the fourth power here, 1 plus 126x squared right there, combining these three, the 90x squared, 60x squared, negative 24x squared. 54 and negative 36 gave me the 18. And down here, I rewrote that via subtraction instead of adding a negative, and brought my exponent, that was a negative exponent, down to the denominator to make a positive, to give me my final derivative, dy dx, is equal to 100x to the fourth plus 126x squared plus 18 minus 60 over x to the positive third power.